In conclusion, PCI DSS is an industry regulation normally not legislated, but we expect it to be legislated fully within the next 5 years. It has high remediation costs and heavy fines should you ever be caught in a breach situation. For a breach inquiry alone, it can be very costly. Being compliant during a breach inquiry is the only chance you have of keeping your cost at a minimum. A breach discovery will normally mean that you are not compliant and it will be costly. Your only recourse is to prove that you were compliant at the time right before the breach and you used all normal and necessary means to protect yourself from the attack. Believe me, you can negotiate from this position. If you have no proof of compliance from the get-go, you have no negotiation and you must rely heavily on a good attorney. Your long-term indirect cost will probably outweigh the short-term charges and bad publicity. The harm your reputation receives and the internal chaos that will rule the day will be the legacy remembered for many years. For a Level 3 compliance, the cost of becoming compliant is anywhere from $130,000 to $150,000 and maybe more. Now this applies to companies between 20,000 and 1 million transactions per year, normally earning 3 to 10 million in revenue. Your infrastructure and IT security is not your only answer to compliance. The key to compliance is a vulnerability management program that is leadership driven with governance, risk, and compliance, or GRC, applied on a daily basis with executive oversight. Also, keep in mind that inquiry investigations and in some cases the cost of a breach can be limited with proof that you were compliant at the time of breach. Otherwise, get a good attorney. And finally, I want to remind you how we view the road named PCI compliance. It's a continuous road that has us traveling the business route every day, protected through best practices, vigilance, and focus on PCI DSS excellence.